So we have something called Greater Accra in Ghana.
And boxing?
Yeah. So they put me inside. That was in 97. We go National Sports Festival in Kumasi, and I came back. They called me in national team, Black Bombers.
The Black Bombers?
Yeah, in 99. I was in Black Bombers. I went to South Africa, all African Games, and second qualification for Olympics game in Egypt.
How did you do?
I make something, but I couldn't get any medal.
Okay.
Yeah. So we came back. We go back to US for Zone 3 championship. I win gold.
What year was that?
That was 2000.
2000, and
Yeah.
in the US?
In US. I came back and I said, no, I have a talent. So I can't use my talent in amateur, so I turned professional in 2000. So I fought 26 fight. 26, lost 3, 17 knockout.
As an amateur?
In professional. Amateur, I fought like 50.
How did you get on?
Oh, lost like I say 6.
You lost 6?
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good. And are you a full-time professional? Do you just box, or do you have another job in Accra?
Only boxing. Only boxing. It's my talent. Yeah. I used to be any boxing. I don't have any job to do again. Only boxing.
In your third fight, you boxed for the Ghanaian title as a super bantam.
Yeah.
And this fella stopped you. Is it Abdul Malik Jabir?
Yeah.
Was it a bit too early for you then?
It didn't stop me. It's a technical knockout. I get a cut, and the referee stopped the fight. I'm leading on the scorecard, and I got a cut. So they stopped the fight and they gave the fight to him. And at the second fight, I fought with him the second time in the BBC International.
I know. I was going to ask you. And you won in the same round that he beat you?
Yeah. That was 2004. I stopped him 6 March 2004, and I stopped him in round 6. And I went to South Africa to defend the title with Jeffrey Makabuza, and they robbed me in 2005. They robbed me, take the title from me, and I came back Ghana. My manager makes another title for me. That was the BBA Pan Africa.
And that was against
Theodore Lokuso.
Yeah, you stopped him as well.
Yeah, I stopped in round 4. And now I'm a WBA Pan Africa champion. I came here to fight with Port Roscoe.
Yeah, tell me about that fight. I didn't see it.
Okay, the fight is very good, but you know, I have I have a lot of problem because I sit on plane, a flight. Came in here, so it's a lot of prayer. Came here to medical and everything, so I get so tired. You know, I don't get any concentrating for the fight, so I lose on points.
So you're jet lagged?
Yeah. So I lose some points. You know, I told Danny retired, I have to stay here and train because I have a talent. So I have to stay here and train and get a very good condition. So I told Danny he accepted me to stay. And so I train here, and they bring me another fight. That was Munyai. That was Munyai, and they said they really don't know my record.
Yeah.
So they think I'm a journeyman or something. So they are come to use me like a stepping stone. So I go inside the ring. I told the guy, you will see. In the way I told him, you will see in the fight. And I go inside the ring. I told him, I have some T-shirt. They write, "Be afraid, be very afraid." I go to him. I told him, see what they write on my T-shirt. Be afraid, be very afraid. So I go to the fight, and I really beat him very well.
It was a good fight.
Yeah.
How did you feel at the weigh-in when, you know, there was all the disagreement with the weight and everything?
Well, they told me I should weigh 9 stone. After I went the weigh, they told me I have to make 813. I said, no, I have to beat this guy, so I will force to make that weight. So I make a little warm-up and remove the little this thing on this thing. So I removed
a few ounces, yeah.
And I came to 813, and you know,
it was a good fight.
Yeah.
Did you
say again?
In the first round?
Yeah.
Did you know you could beat him?
Yeah, I know, because for the first round, the way I see the guy, I know he has afraid of me already. So I know I can beat him. So
Did you know that he'd beaten lots of the best fighters over here?
Yeah, I know. I know. He beat a lot of people here, and they're afraid to fight with him. And I'm not afraid to fight with him because I know I'm a good boxer. And I want to fight the person who is a good boxer, and the person who say I'm also a good boxer. So I'm not afraid with him. So I just want to fight with him, and I fight with him. You know. And I done a good job.
It was a fantastic job.
That was.
And you know, I thought it was a fantastic victory. Did a few people said at ringside, oh, you know, Munyai, he came in on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, and they said, oh, he was a bit jet lagged.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I can't say anything too much because he knows he's come to fight. We have to be here early.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it's not your fault at all.
Yeah, it's not my fault, it's his fault. Because he knows he's come to fight with somebody. So you have to be early to last somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it's not my fault.
Yeah, of course. What's next? You know, you say you fight anybody, you want to go for another Commonwealth shot, you want to take on a few of the top boys here?
Yeah. I want to fight any top boys here, featherweight or super bantam.
Well, that was Usmanu Akaba, a Buckham lad, tough as they come over there. Last up tonight then we got Mark Rowe. Of course, Mark's worked with names like Michael Holden and Julius Francis in the past. The interest here, Mark trains Mickey Steeds, the former British heavyweight title challenger, now down at cruiserweight for a title challenge against Rob Norton for the vacant strap in Burton on Friday night. Our very own award-winning Kevin Taylor is going to be there. How do you see the fight going then?
Well, I think it's not obviously not an easy fight to call in certain terms because we know we've got Norton's he's a real rough time and he's been about for quite some time and he's experienced. You know, he's been there, but I've got to be honest. I think Mickey's the man of the moment. You know, he's the one coming through, and I think it's his time. He's done the work, and I think he's due to have started to get some recognition out of the game. So I've really got to, without being biased, I've got to say, you know, it's my man's in front.
And as you said, he's a very experienced fella, Norton. He also got a bit of power. He's stopped 19. Mickey didn't have a problem at at heavy, but he was put down with John Anthony, I believe.
Yeah, but we've got to look into that, and anyone who saw the fight that night will know that I think Mickey, perhaps if he's honest, got a little bit complacent, got caught square with a shot at him on top of the head. Although he sent him over, although he touched down, he was really up to get a count in place. So it was more of a shock knockdown, as a big legitimate knockdown, and then looking at the fact that John Anthony usually bombs people out anyway, and Mickey to get up and win the fight comfortably says a lot for Mickey.
Yeah, he showed some real heart that night.
Yeah, I think so, and don't forget, Will, you know, a lot of people think, coming down to cruiserweight, it'd be so much easier. You have to adapt to the weight, and when you're coming in at the level that Mickey's come in at, it's in fact as hard, if not harder, adapting, because he's coming at a level where he was almost ready to fight a championship fight, and that's happened after just four fights. So I think the one thing we've got to look at as well, Will, and what people should take into consideration here, is that Mickey fought for a British heavyweight title in 10 fights.
Right.
Never had any amateur experience, come straight into the professionals, and then 4 or 5 fights down the line, he's then fighting for a British cruiserweight title. Is there anyone else in the country that's ever done that?
I can't say. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think that's got to be a British record.
And when you started with Mickey, obviously about 2.5 years ago, he was still a heavyweight. How's he been coming on? 17
plus stone, Will, you know.
And do you think it's helped him out as a fighter dropping this weight? Not only, getting him fights and getting him into